you must hate yourself. Either way you play.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marquise Bell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers.
Hyatt goes in motion left. Throwing on second and long. Jones. Completed to Hyatt. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throwing, Jones. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Cowboys add 8-3 now. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a give to Bigsby. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. You talk about this Giant defense. Now, they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
To throw is Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Back to throw. Jones. High up there to grab it. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
From the gun, Bigsby. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Giant defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Throwing, Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there was no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. Able to slither by. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And Bigsby once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tank Bigsby with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Go Cyclone! Go Cyclone! Go Cyclone!
Looking to throw. Jones. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he fields it cleanly. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets... And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Go north salad. Go north salad. Up we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking high its way once again. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Okay, here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will have a Giants first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Jones. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete right side to Hyatt. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now, maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott from the gun. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
With the score, Cowboys 14, Giants 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We're going to 54.
Prescott now. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Here's Bigsby. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking to throw, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Chandler. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, rush coming, and he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Tracy, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. Right back to Tracy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run here with Bigsby. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott. Oh, poor throw there, and it's intercepted. He may go. Hang on here. They declined that. So the yardage will stand.
There has to be confusion coming from the bench to the field about what their intentions are, because you guarantee they want the penalty. Turned down that big yardage gained against them. Instead, they turned down the penalty, and the yardage stands.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Half 88. Timberland.
And Robinson, the motion man right. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Now 2nd and 9.
Long. Dom Capers.
Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Woodland, Gold Woodland. Up we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gano's kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down and 6 now. Now Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Here's Prescott. That is caught. Still going inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing Jones. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Micah Parsons able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Yeah! Here we go.
Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Apple, apple, apple.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Ladybug, 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 ladybug.
Looking to throw. Jones. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go.
Off play action. Jones sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Jones will try and run with it. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Half 18, half 18.
Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Well, this likely a must-have. Third and goal.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, it
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go. Wait, take. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Yeah, here we go. We're going to 54. Why?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. There he goes again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tank Bigsby His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
2nd and 10.
Go, North Copper! Go, North Copper!
Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here we go, hey.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his man Johnson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Here we go, hey.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Dallas, they can